Next ball game, little ACC action. I'm talking about Virginia taking on Syracuse. That'll be a Friday, September 23rd kickoff. Game starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or is it Eastern Daylight Time? Eastern Time, 7 o'clock. Syracuse, -10, total 55.5. And even though the Orange, they're 3-0 with 3 covers, I really do think these rosters match up pretty evenly. Syracuse has had issues with their pass defense this year. They're currently 86th in the country in defending the pass right now. Meanwhile, on the other side of the football, Syracuse's leading pass catcher has under 195 yards receiving through 3 games. Now they're taking on a Virginia defense who's allowing just 18 points a game. Now this Cavalier defense has 8 sacks already and 4 forced fumbles. Now tackling-wise, Nick Jackson has 31 tackles thus far in the year. When it comes to the total, the Cavaliers are 3-0 to the under to start the season. Meanwhile, Syracuse saw their opener with Louisville fall under the line. I'm going to lean toward Virginia +10, under 55.5. Next matchup, Nevada taking on Air Force, 8 o'clock East. Air Force is -24.5, totals 48. But despite laying 24.5 points here, the Falcons are coming off a bad loss to Wyoming last week. They were actually held to just 14 points in the loss. Now, they're also facing a Nevada defense who's got an absurd amount of takeaways. The Wolfpack's got 11 takeaways already, including 4 fumble recoveries. Now, Big Dom Peterson, he has a pair of fumble recoveries along with 12 tackles. Meanwhile, Bentley Sanders, he has 23 tackles himself along with 4 interceptions. So even if the Falcons end up passing the ball a couple times, they're going to have to be on the lookout for Sanders. Now, total-wise, Nevada saw their last game fall 12 points below the posted number. Meanwhile, Air Force saw their contest this past Saturday fall nearly 3 touchdowns below the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward Nevada +24.5, under 48. Next ball game, Boise State taking on UTEP, 9 o'clock Friday. Boise's -15.5, totals 46 and a hook. Now, I'm actually not so certain that Boise is going to sling it all over the Miners. They're already struggling throwing the football. The Broncos are throwing for under 190 yards a game right now. They're also facing a UTEP team who's got one of the better pass defenses in the country. These guys are actually in the top 25 in pass defense, and they're limiting their competition to under 175 yards a game through the air. Tyrese Knight is leading the team in tackles with 37 of them. Meanwhile, Kobe Hilton and Cal Wallerstead have combined for nearly 60 tackles between the two of them. And as bad as these guys have been offensively, they've got a stud receiver in Tyron Smith, who's averaging over 105 yards a game. Now, total-wise, Boise's contest with New Mexico a few weeks ago did get over the posted number. I'm going to lean toward UTEP +15.5, over 46 and a hook.